Namaste. My name is Shalan Hill and welcome to our beautiful yoga and massage studio in Woodstock, Georgia. We're going to do some great yoga together today to feel better. That's what we always want, is to feel better. Even when we feel great, we can even feel better. So let's get to it. Let's do some yoga together. So come into an easy cross-legged position where your shins are crossed, and you may want to sit on the edge of a blanket or a pillow to elevate your hips up, to make your hips more comfortable, to let your knees drop down a little more and let your spine lift up taller. So let's drop the shoulders down from the ears and turn the palms to face up, resting them on your knees. And let's just get into our breath for a moment. So you may even want to close your eyes or just look down to the floor in front of you. And let's deepen our breath. Just breathe in and out through the nose comfortably. So as we let our sits bones settle to the floor, let our legs get heavier, we get our base really grounded into the floor underneath us. Allow the spine to lift a little taller. Allow the shoulders to drop down from the ears and feel the neck, the back of the neck get long. So dropping the chin down just a tiny bit so you can feel that lengthening. Relax your jaw and your tongue and your face. And we want our breath to really expand our torso as we inhale and draw it in as we exhale. So you might want to focus on expanding the waistline with your inhale and drawing it in with the exhale. Or the lower ribs, expand with the inhale and draw in with your exhale. Or even the upper chest, it expands with your inhale and draws in with your exhale. You want to keep those shoulders relaxed though throughout the whole breath. Maybe creating a soft H sound in the back of the throat to have an audible experience of your breath too. We're practicing Ujjayi breath, the most basic breath in Hatha Yoga. So we want to really lengthen our breath, let it stretch out, let it be complete. A long breath in and a slow breath out. A long breath in, a slower breath out. Again, allowing your base to get grounded more and allow your spine to lengthen more. Full breath in, expanding. Exhale, drawing it in. And then we're going to slowly bring our hands to our legs and switch your feet. Bring your other foot in front or on top and sit into a comfortable, easy cross-legged position again. Get comfortable there. And let's bring one hand, maybe your right hand, into a hang loose position where the middle fingers are curled down and thumb and pinky are out. And we're going to use our thumb and our pinky to close a nostril on each side. So we want to bring our hand to our nose. We want to keep our spine, our neck, and our head aligned, straight upright. We don't turn our head to our hand, okay? So let's close one nostril and we'll inhale and exhale. And inhale again and then switch sides and exhale. And inhale. And switch sides, exhale, inhale, and switch sides, exhale, and inhale. And just continue breathing like this, and exhale, and an inhale on each side. Shoulders relaxed, jaw soft. We're doing some alternate nostril breathing. So continue breathing like that. So we're balancing out both hemispheres of our brain, our nostrils, the way our breath feeds our body. We want it balanced out where it feeds both hemispheres of our body. We want to slow the breath down even more. Really take your time with it. So the next time you exhale out of your left nostril, you'll drop your hand down to your knee and just breathe in and out through both nostrils, feeling that breath more balanced between the nostrils, feeling them both fully taking air in and both fully letting breath out. Maybe closing the eyes to feel the effects of that breath on you. You may feel a clarity in the forehead, in the sinuses, or behind the cheeks and the sinuses, in your third eye, energetically. Just notice what sensations you feel as a result of that breath. All right, so take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And inhale the spine up really tall, and let's drop the chin down to the chest to stretch out the neck, shoulders down from the ears. Long, slow breaths in, continuing. Keep the heart lifting in the front. And just roll your head toward one knee, and then roll forward to the other knee, and just keep rolling back and forth, easy and slow. Stretching out the whole back half of the neck and into the upper shoulders. And then bringing the head back to your center line. Inhale the head up. Exhaling. Full breath in. Exhale. All right, so let's give our legs a break. Extend them out long in front of you and lean back on your hands and rock them out well. So we shake the joints out to get energy flowing in the legs again. We don't want to keep the legs stiff. And then circle the ankles out real big and wide, clearing the ankle joints, as well as stimulating our lymphatic system. Our lymphatic system cleanses our blood. Circulate the other way. Okay. And our lymphatic system also clears excess fluids from our body too, processes them out. All right, let's relax that. Let's bring the legs together. Legs out long. Stay leaning back on your hands. Let's inhale, point the toes. The legs are strong. Exhale, flex the feet back. You may be even lifting the heels off the ground. Inhale, point the toes. Exhale, flex the feet. Toes may be spread wide. Inhale, point the toes. Exhale, flex the feet. Just use all the muscles of your legs to create that action. Connecting our movement with our breath, creating even more breath awareness, even more body awareness. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex. So when we flex our feet back, our thighs are working strong in the tops. When we point our toes, our calf muscles and hamstrings are working. All right, and let's hold the flex and then bring the spine up tall. Plant the hands right beside your hips, fingertips facing forward. And let's firm the belly to the spine, lift the spine up tall, lifting the heart up and pushing the shoulders down into the hands. We don't want to lift the sits bones off the ground though as we do that, but we're using opposing forces here. Spine lifting, arms pushing down, and then let's hold that flex in the feet, toes back toward the head, kneecaps pull up, and knees, backs of the knees drop to the ground or push to the ground. And let's breathe deep here. Strong breath. So as we push the shoulders down toward our hands, we keep that action going, that it really forces our breath into our breathing diaphragm to help clear our breathing diaphragm, and that's a really good thing. We'll get more oxygen into our whole bodies. Maybe even spreading the toes a bit. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, ground the sits bones. Inhale, lead out through the top of the head. Exhale, push the shoulders down. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, toes back. Full breath in. Exhale, heels pushing out away from you. Take a great breath in. Exhale, soften your body. Let's bend the knees, feet to the ground. Hug the knees gently around the spine forward. So just let those shoulders relax. Soften the spine forward. A couple of good breaths, softening the belly. Letting the shoulder blades spread further apart. Just a resting place. Take a great breath in and a great breath out. All right, inhale the spine up slowly, and we'll bring our legs out wide on your mat. Okay, so I like to even lift my hips up a little bit and push forward to get a nice wideness in the legs that's not where you're screaming at all yet. We want to really get in a comfortable position where we can keep our spine lifted. Now, if you feel like your low back wants to sink back, we want to elevate the hips up on a blanket or a pillow. Or if your legs want to roll back, where the knees and toes want to point back to the wall behind you, we want to sit up on a pillow. That will also get our pelvis in better alignment. We want a slight forward pelvic tilt here, and also keeping the knees and toes up toward the ceiling. So let's drop the hands to the floor in front for support, so you can have your hands grounded onto yoga bricks also. Let's keep the spine really long and tall, and let's do circles here. As we breathe deeply, so you just move at a comfortable rate that's comfortable for you, and let that breath flow well. Remember, keep your spine straight and long. We're really actually affecting the hip joints. That's what we're really moving here. We're starting to open them up well. All the attachments at the hip joint of the muscles in the legs and the torso, we're letting them get warmed up and open. So next time you come to the back of your circle, let's change direction. Big wide circles there. We're also creating brain balance, balance in our brain, coordination. Let your breath flow, shoulders down. As we lean forward, we're letting our weight be supported by the hands to the floor. And next time you come to the back of your circle, let's keep the spine up tall, inhaling. Exhaling. Full breath in, full breath out. All right, turn and face your right leg, hands on both sides of your thigh. We're going to try to turn the belly, so we're into a gentle twist here in the spine. Spine really long and straight, shoulders down from the ear. Let's inhale the spine tall. Exhale, turn the belly toward the toes. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, turn the belly toward the toes, and let's create some action in the legs now. So toes back toward the head, heels out away from you, and backs of the knees push into the ground as your kneecaps pull up to the thighs. Inhale the spine tall, and now let's push the heart toward the toes into a good stretch for our hamstring and inner thigh here on that right leg. Shoulders drop down from the ears. Chin tucks slightly so back of the neck is long. Let's inhale, longer spine. Exhale, push the heart forward. Inhale, longer, flatter spine. Exhale, push the heart forward. Keep your sits bones grounded, especially that left hip. Want to keep it grounded to the floor. We want to keep our head and chest upright now. Don't round forward. Inhale, longer, flatter spine. Exhale, pushing the heart forward. Legs are active. Full breath in. Full breath out. Full breath in. Full breath out. Also noticing you're pushing with your heart, not your chin. Okay, we want to keep that chin tucked in. Inhale, longer, flatter spine. Exhale, heart forward. Take one more breath here. Now we shift our intention from strengthening our back to relaxing forward. So let the heart and head drop down over your leg to a comfortable position. You may want to drop the hands to the floor, elbows to the floor, or bring them even closer into your body. You can have blocks under your arms also for support. Let's explore what feels better to you to keep the legs active like we were before, or to soften them. Now, if there's too much strain in the inner knees here, you can always bend this back leg. You can bring it to your center line and do the stretch here in that place also. Okay, supporting yourself as you need it. Now let's inhale and wiggle the spine toward the top of the head, create space. Exhale, soften forward. Keep those sits bones grounded, keep both legs grounded. Inhale, wiggle the spine a little longer. Exhale, relaxing forward. Inhale, spine a little longer. Exhale, relaxing forward. You're giving your body permission to move if it needs to, if the joints need to reset. Anything, we're really stretching our inner thighs, our hamstrings, maybe feeling it into the low back, into the pelvis. Inhale, a little bit longer spine. Exhale, relaxing forward into your deepest place. Really soften, soften, soften the spine. And listening to your body, making sure your jaw is soft. Okay, pressing the hands into the floor. Let's inhale and roll the spine up slowly. Exhale, spine back to center. Ground your hands, close your eyes maybe for a moment, and just some comfortable, easy breaths to pay attention to your body and how it feels right now. May feel a little out of balance since we've only done one side. Deep breath in, long breath out. Let's turn and face our left leg. Hands on both sides of your thigh. Inhale the spine up long and tall, and exhale, turn the belly to face your toes. Inhale, long spine, gentle twisting the belly toward the toes. Get it into good alignment here. And let's create some action in the legs now. Toes pointing toward the head, heels out away from you, backs of the knees push into the ground, kneecaps pull up to the thighs. Inhale the spine tall and flat. Exhale, push the heart forward towards your toes. Don't round the spine. Keep the heart and head up right now. Lots of strength in the back and the legs. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, heart forward. Shoulders down. Inhale, spine long. Exhale, heart forward. Tuck that chin gently. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, heart forward. Keep the sits bones grounded. Those are the pointy bones you sit on. Inhale, spine long. Exhale, heart forward. Take a deep breath in, long spine. Exhale, heart forward. Take one more breath here, and now we shift our intention to opening. Let the heart and head drop down over the leg to a comfortable position, and you support yourself with your hands or forearms to the ground. Settle both sits bones to the ground and explore what feels better. If it feels better to keep your legs active or to soften them. And check in to see if you need to bend this back knee. Inhale, lengthen the spine gently toward the top of the head. Exhale, relax down and forward toward the floor. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, soften your body. Remember, you're going to your good stretch, wherever that is. And yoga helps us a lot practice patience and understanding with ourselves and acceptance of ourselves, just where we are, as we are. So even if you're right here, stretching. That's great because you're still creating what you need to create for your body. Inhale, we lengthen the spine gently. Exhale, relaxing forward. Inhale, lengthen. Ground those sits bones, soften the spine forward. Take a deep breath in. Exhale into your deepest place, and hands to the floor, tuck the chin, and inhale, roll the spine up into sitting again. Center that spine, hands to the floor, and relax. A couple of good breaths, maybe closing your eyes to really pay attention to how your body feels right now. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Let's inhale the spine long, and now exhale, let the spine drop forward. Now we don't want to round the spine again. We want to keep it long and extended, just letting gravity take hold of it and drop it forward as far as feels good. Now we want to support our weight with our hands and forearms on the floor, just at a comfortable position. Even if you have yoga bricks under your hands or forearms, is great here too, okay? Just creating the action. And let's explore with our legs. Does it feel better to keep the legs active with the flexed feet and kneecaps pull up? Or does it feel better for softness in our legs? Shoulders want to soften, maybe tucking the chin gently so back of the neck is long. We'll inhale the spine a little bit longer. Exhale, soften forward. We want to take our time here, so be patient. We're not pushing, we're not forcing here. It's all about letting go, allowing, accepting, being patient. So really soften those legs. If you're into a place that you're screaming inside, that's too deep. Let's ease out of the pose a little bit so you can be comfortable and then move on from there. So really listen to our breath. The inhales, we extend the spine gently. The exhales, we soften forward. The inhales, we lengthen gently. The exhales, we soften forward. Yoga is very much a process. We don't start yoga and know it all at once, or we be able to do everything all at once. It's very much a process and unfolding. Wherever you are, we inhale and lengthen. The exhales, we soften forward. Take a deep breath in. Exhale into your deepest place. And we'll push the hands into the ground. Inhale and roll the spine up slowly. And exhale, ground those hands, center the spine, close your eyes, maybe a couple of good breaths, really listening. Let's bring the hands under the knees. Bend one knee at a time, the soles of the feet coming together. Pull those heels in comfortably close. You either grab your ankles or grab around the toes, and we bounce the knees gently. It's a very fair thing to do after a wide-legged forward bend like that. So we're taking our body to an extreme, and now we want to just kind of shake out the tension or the energy that we cleared from our hip, opened up in our hips. We want to shake that energy out. So let's have some vibrant, strong breaths going on here. Inhale, strong. Exhale, strong. Let your bounces get a little more vibrant. Great breath in. Great breath out. And relax that. We'll push the feet out in front of us about a foot and grab your ankles. Inhale your spine up tall and bow forward here. So a little different stretch here. Letting the spine round now. Soften the shoulder blades out to the sides. Let your knees drop to the ground. And we're supporting our weight with our hands either to the floor, to our ankles, wherever is comfortable. You can have your elbows to the ground in between, onto your legs, or onto the ground out to the sides. Let's inhale, wiggle the spine longer. Exhale, soften forward. Let those legs get heavier. We're letting go at the hip joints. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, relax forward. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's inhale the spine up slowly. Exhale. Full breath in. Full breath out. Reach your legs out long in front of you and lean back, rock them out here. Let's shake out the joints again in the legs. Stretch them out pretty well. Let's clear them out. So if you'll come and lie down onto your backs, get your spine really long and straight on the floor, and let's bring the knees into the chest and hug them in. Stretch the low back out well. So as we hug the knees in, let's push the low back to the floor. Want to keep the knees in toward the chest, push the low back to the floor so we're lengthening our low back into the ground. We're using deep pelvic muscles and abdominal muscles to create that action. And we keep the shoulders down from our ears and pull them back toward the floor. And we breathe, tuck the chin in gently also. Full breath in, full breath out, full breath in, full breath out. Let's release the feet to the ground. So feet are hip width apart and heels are in close to your glutes, and draw your arms down to your sides, palms facing down. So we're going to do a bridge pose. So we'll push the shoulders into the ground as we lift the heart up slightly. Push the hands into the ground strong, and then push the feet into the ground. So we curl the tailbone up, pull the belly in, and then start lifting the hips off the ground as high as we can, and push those shoulders stronger into the floor. So the head and neck want to be soft and relaxed. We're doing the work in all the rest of the body, but not the head and neck. So we breathe here. We use the strength of our legs to lift our hips up as high as we can. We're opening the front line of our body from the knees all the way to the chest. We inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, push those shoulders back into the ground. Take a full breath in, full breath out. You can even, if it feels good, clasp the hands underneath you and straighten the arms out, and even walk up onto the tops of your shoulder to open the heart even more on the front side of your body. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, full breath in, full breath out. Remember, you're only doing what feels good for you. If you need to keep your hands flat to the floor, please do. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, take a full breath in. Exhale, and release the hands if you have them clasped. Let's lower the spine down one vertebra at a time. Keep the tailbone curled under until the very end when you release it to the floor. And then let's allow the spine to get really heavy and long to the ground. Hands rest onto your belly for a couple of breaths. Let your shoulders relax back. Good breath in. Good breath out. And then roll over onto one side. Push yourself up into sitting. And I'm giving great thanks for your presence. Love spending time with you today. Have a great one. Namaste.